Well, what the heck? I guess we're not gonna do this one for now because the Wi-Fi isn't on. Alrighty. Looks like we'll be able to still get 2 hours.
The Order and their presiding bishop seem trustworthy enough. Have you seen their wireless advertising? Nothing's ever new or 110% improved. So honest, it's boring.
Continue where I left off. Worrisome as it may be, at least I'm here. I have a feeling it'll be before the conversation. Potentially. Oh. Yeah.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Yep, Manta Queen.
If I may
I'm giving all the same answers.
Scholar, don't you agree our time would be better utilized on more relevant discourse?
Seer Wiley's right, as always. Obviously, we've all more important things to do than to stand around trifling with truth tables. Perhaps later then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
Victor. Well, no, I want to ask about compartmentalization.
Since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make. Well said. You clearly have a mind for science. The archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
Victor Clemens.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
He... What?
I'm grieved to hear this news. Like many of our most brilliant minds, Victor was also troubled. I only wish I'd realized sooner the extent.
It's a great irony that the people closest to us are often the hardest to see clearly.
Sadly, true. Now then, by exposing Victor's machinations, you've done the Order a good turn. Perhaps you would be interested in doing another? No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
And I thought we were getting along so well. I actually like that better than the Earth Directorate thing.
Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
Oh, wow.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Just checking, you're sure the Order didn't intentionally attack Anti's Choice?
Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
You're supposed to be helping me. Why am I the one doing all the work?
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and injustice was primarily what Earth Directorate agents do.
He's got us there, Commander.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough.
Huh?
The internet decided not to come back.
You probably just gotta... I mean, is it on? It's just red?
Nope. Only one light is on.
So I would just unplug it for 30 seconds and plug it back in.
You have it here?
Hotspot.
Oh.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
A few more questions before I leave.
True erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
I've noticed you refer to Wiley as a seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Fascinating. That talent must come in handy.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Interesting. Having someone who can predict the future certainly seems handy with a war on. Nod sagely. I too value a good lackey. Oh, so here, friends, colleagues. I don't know. You seem excessively dependent on it. I like this one. I too value a good lackey.
It's nice to be appreciated.
No, it's not like that at all. Our bond is an equitable partnership built upon a foundation of mutual
Oh, this
respect
game,
and dedication
dude.
to the plan.
That's
In fact,
great.
what would you put our combined efficacy rate at these days, Wiley?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact calculation, but the percentage is considerable.
I dread the day
Right.
your immeasurable talent finally propels you into the upper echelons. Truly, Landon, the Order doesn't realize what it has in you.
Having someone who could predict future. What's the story with that giant statue outside?
That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
Thanks for filling me in. I'll be on my way.
Speak to Abbot Newell if you've more queries.
Is there anybody else I need to talk to?
Ah, I've pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
Can you tell me anything about the situation in this settlement?
Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
Can't understand why I'm not seeing them here in droves.
I share the very same surprise. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
Okay. One person you swear by the Order's predictive methods.
One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions.
What a
I
name.
believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
How does the Order predict the future? This is predictory. I expected more than a desk. How does the Order predict the future?
Utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order
That's a
predictions
lot
to
of
help
P's.
steer our followers' paths.
The little department does what now? So you tell everyone in the order what to do.
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
That was the first not speak thing you've done. Do unforeseen factors get in the way of your predictions? How do weekly prognostic reports and personalized orders predictions differ?
The former are generalized forecasts for groups or settlements. The latter are more specialized to individuals and take far more time to calculate. Usually some are handled by one of the more senior seers in a region. But with Seer Wiley's days taken up advising the abbots and other things, this responsibility falls to me. Regrettably, I have built up a bit of a sizable backlog.
This is predictory? I expected more than a desk.
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means. I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
Okay.
Broke my nose. My noggin sure is sore. Ah, I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
He says the matter's settled and the matter's settled.
Okay, no need to get sore or nothing. I don't think it works like that, but I ain't gotta be right. I don't get paid to, speculate. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains of this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when
Very
we're all
interesting
banged up.
wording.
Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Okay.
Ow.
Keep your lamps lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
You got business? No? Move on.
I helped an agent of yours in Fairfield. She promised I would find friends in Sub Rosa. If only I had a few spirits. Nope. Nah. Information.
You the fixer-lyncher aide to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it. You can come in.
Noise.
Hello.
Ooh, trusted. Hello. That's our first upgraded
Vodka, yes? Agent
faction
is
relationship.
less trustful than most feral canids. So winning her
Is what it would be
speaks
called.
volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband. Idle browsers will be escorted from the premises.
Okay. Um, that was more expensive than mint. Interesting. Only I knew what I wanted and what I didn't want. Wait, the one that I just bought, they're the same thing, but this is better. Duh. It's probably good. Oh, good thing that didn't let me, because I was on the buy. I hope I didn't just buy something dumb. Oh, okay. I don't think I did. But I'm not even gonna try and some kind of spender. I don't know what that first word is. You are not particularly good with money, and it has been noticed by your crew. Valerie has opened a savings account in your name. A portion of acquired bits are automatically stored for later. Each level you receive a dividend of those bits, with larger payouts every 5 levels. At level 30, your account is closed and you receive a payout in full with interest. Interesting. That is literally a savings account. You know what? I kind of want to do that because okay, so 75% of all bits received are stored by Valerie until level 30. Oof. Wait, what? Earn 25% of stored bits on level up as interest. Earn an additional 25% interest every 5 levels. At level 30, receive 150% of your stored bits. I'm doing it. Because I'm level 12. It's not that far. I mean, maybe we never get to level 30, and I just totally destroyed the game, but who knows.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
Mopather and Mudge sent me.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here, in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using stand-ins? What does that solve?
Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I came to ask about the situation in the camp, but you answered my question. I'm just window shopping proxy altercations today. Yeah, you answered my question.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilists, and a cicada to feed.
Okay. Speaking of,
You haven't seen my landmine supplier, have you? I hope he hasn't blown it. Ah, I kill me. And him if he doesn't show soon. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day?
if your wares are so good, why are you operating out of a refugee
It's
camp?
superb cover and a consistent market. Refugees are in need of all sorts of supplies that the Order cannot provide. And Sub Rosa delivers. At only a reasonable markup. Myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's mercy be shelled? Shall I run out of new cereals? Oh, thrilling!
Okay. Can't make money without taking a risk or two. You've got some guts. I can admire that. Yeah, I can admire that.
Why, I thank you. Takes a unique sort to appreciate the finer points of illegal smuggling.
Where does Sub Rosa stand on the war?
We stand that we'd like to make a good ton of bits on the war. And maybe expand our reach in the process. Beyond that, I'm not supposed to comment. Let Sub Rosa consist primarily of ex-Anti's Choice and ex-Protectorate personnel. We've still got folks we care about out there. Complicates some of our feelings on the fighting. But if the fighting stops, our income begins to go dry.
I'll be on my way.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte stuff. Don't feel like no stand-in.
The meaning of life is numeric, and we are the keepers of the equation.
No bounty. For the crimes of repeated and indiscriminate slaughter of order personnel, unlike her brothers, Jan Dunsmay appears to bear some vestige of duty from her prior life in the Protectorate. Unfortunately, this has manifested in a hatred for the Order. She seems to believe that the Protectorate has treated us too gently, and that we must all be executed as traitors. She has already made good on this belief in the dozens. Jan Dunsmay currently resides in the Scrapper's Den with her gormless fellows. For their crimes, they must be eliminated. Theft, malfeasance, general wreaking of havoc. Morton and Edward Dunsey belong to the many Protectorate subjects abandoned by their local leaders. However, rather than turning to us for aid, the duo instead partake in petty banditry. They have since acquired many fellow ne'er-do-wells, and have swiftly become a problem too troublesome to ignore. The brothers reside within the abandoned Guardian Estates in the southwest region of the Golden Ridge. Note that due to the catastrophic damage to our tram infrastructure, the mountain on which the estates reside must be ascended. Breaching the scavengers' lines may be difficult, but those who succeed shall be amply rewarded. Interesting. Wait a second, I can actually do this. You see a large package of seemingly unrelated debris. What's this once isn't readily apparent at first glance. Try and recall everything you know about architecture. You determine this was improvised structure, possibly multi-story, before its collapse. Internal load-bearing elements clearly provided insufficient. Huh.
Shame
I
what
thought I'd
happened
be
there.
able to do something
I
with
seen
it.
the whole thing.
Oh, but engineering used, so it is something.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
My health was never in question, but anyone inside must have been gravely injured.
Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenberg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
Huh. So a bunch of displaced have been hurt doing
Oh,
this?
you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
The order is doing the best with the hand they have
They're doing
had.
something, which is better than nothing, but not by much.
Fair. Oh, I thought that was readable, listenable.
Every scientician yearns to visit. Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
But if I promise I'll take up too much of your time. Yeah.
Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
You seem fairly in the know. What's the situation in this settlement?
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarch's Mercy. I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic,
You're
math,
telling us
and
nothing.
meticulously expatiate on our sex
You're
origins
saying
in the most
a
rigorously
bunch of big
pedantic
words
detail.
on repeat in different descriptions. I don't that. Yeah, exactly. You haven't even told me anything about the situation here. That's what I'm thinking. Wait, that's how you've been helping the displaced here, talking to them or at them. Sorry, I just nodded off there. You lost me at yes. You haven't told me anything about the situation here.
Oh,
Be
dear.
polite.
I got ahead of myself, didn't I? That's an occupational hazard around here. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
Think we have different ideas of what constitutes practical advice.
Perhaps some other time we can debate the theoretical complexities involved. But I fear I must get back to my duties. These laypersons won't enlighten themselves.
Right. So nobody's actually telling me anything. This is... Okay, we're gonna go after her.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Good news, Doc Hollis Beardsley asked me to bring you some medicine.
Law, finally. Real relief from my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
What's it worth to you?
Well, ain't this healthcare in a nutshell? If it's bits you want, you can partake of what I scrounged together on account of folks taking pity
Oof.
on me. You
I
have
do
my
lose a lot,
gratitude, stranger.
but it'll be worth it in the end. What do you make of the situation around camp?
I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust
I
me,
should go.
you
Feel
don't
better.
want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
I miss... How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's Mercy. Oh, it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
Seeking medical specialist to help Doc Hollis Beardsley.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
Huh. Surgery, taxidermy, same thing. We don't have the luxury of high standards. You'll do fine. Most of your patients will be on anyways. As long as you're not squeamish at the sight of blood. Okay. Surgery, taxidermy, same thing. We don't have the luxury of high standards.
Clearly you don't suffer from imposter syndrome. Have it your way then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
Stop calling, please, when you got a deal. Got any leads?
I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
I'll come back once I've got my hands on some fresh vermin.
Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Algorithm. And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
I was wondering if you could tell me the square root of pi.
Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Ah, I see you were making a jest and/or attempt at conversation. Anything else?
You usually perform advanced calculations in the midst of a busy settlement. I meant to ask about the situation in town, but your presence here distracted me. What kinds of data do you have in support of the Order's efforts here? Yeah.
Given our present circumstances, most of my data revolves around existential threats, vis-a-vis the displaced. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there.
Most people need more than medicine and water to be happy. Better to have shelter than to be... Yeah, medicine and water.
We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction. Then back to it.
Not getting through to him. Alright. I don't think there's anybody else to talk to. Should be good. Could be. It's possible I'm missing somebody, but...
I wish. These invaders, order defecting. Keep your behavior acceptable forever.
What's these optional ones? Ah, that. But I'm actually going to do this. I don't want to fast travel. Well, yeah, no, I don't want to fast travel. Let me equip my new weapons. Oh, this would actually be better. 21 times 8 and 25 times 8.
I don't see anything else coming. Was it just the one?
Stranger, the order bids you welcome, but also warnings.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. That's the guy that we got a mission from. I remembered that name, so I'm like, we talked to him, but and for a second I wasn't sure if we I talked to someone about him, thought we needed to go talk to him or something or other. I'm assuming we go around this way because I don't think we go through the buildings. I will say this world is a bit confusing.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
That's not what I was trying to do. Just trying to switch it back to tactical time dilation.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
don't forget to clean your ship's toilet inside and out.
Oh,
Zero
it's this
G
guy.
plugs are as stubborn as they are smelly. Now, what can the pipe doctor do for you?
They need extra medical help in Matriarch's Mercy. Pipe doctor is probably close enough.
You mean you want the pipe doctor to practice real medicine? On real people? Why, this is the greatest day of my life. The human gut is the most compact and efficient sewer system ever. A plumber's dream. My dream. But
That sounds
don't get me
dangerous.
wrong, it would be an honor. I'm just not sure that I'm ready for that kind of challenge.
I believe in you. The human body is the greatest toilet of all, and it needs a plumber.
You really think so? Very well. Sometimes it takes a plumber to do a doctor's job. See you there, friend.
Yeah, not sure that's the greatest idea, but yeah, no.
Halt! What is your destination? Leaving with that heading will bring you in direct contact with the forces of Auntie's choice.
Okay. I ain't scared.
Friendly approaching from the north. Hold fire.
After carefully removing the primer cap, large grain black powder pours out. You swiftly collect as much as powder as you can carry. Hey. Very nice. What is that sound?
Shall not stay your execution.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Suspicious data. Unfamiliar source. Security level 2. Investigating. Continuing investigation. Reinstating search protocols.
What's that?
Regain all
guns. Not getting up without help, Commander. Knew you had my back.
I don't know where my other teammate is.
You have my thanks and my hammer. At your word, I shall talk.
Your lap couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
I am primed to fire.
Gotta feed the beast. Just give me the time.
Over here. Behold him. Come at me.
I thought that was an explosive. Let's go, Tristan. All right, there's a lot of stuff to loot up here, I believe. It's weird that I can't get in any of the buildings, though. Dude, this is the part I was at already.
You're a for your life. Coming for you.
Dang, this is gonna be the test. 1,388 bits. How many of them do I get? 347. Frickin' ouch. Our new directives are to withdraw and abandon our Order of the Ascendant comrades in the field. Though I was deeply dismayed to receive the order, and so confirmed it several times, we are to render our cannon impotent. These ascendant into orbit, but only after summarily executing every member of the Order under my command. Sovereign, give me strength. The Order Latrice Council has unthinkably rebelled against the Sovereign. We are to offer them no further aid and leave them to the mercy of Anti's forces. Yesterday they were loyal subjects of the Protectorate. Today they are something unheard of, something to loathe, something heretical. Matriarch, save us all. I need to check about when I buy and sell stuff at the store. I need to make sure that it still gives me the regular money there, because if it does, then that's our way to make money until level 30. I like, though, hopefully level 30 isn't too far into the game, because we get a big huge investment back at level 30, and then the thing will be done. So it's like literally a savings account that you close out at the end. Ooh, actually, we might be able to avoid the minefield.
Seems a handful of Anti's choice soldiers survived what transpired here. I suppose we can aid them, what was the phrase? For a price?
Don't know how to do that.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
The Order sent me to help as a gesture of goodwill. They didn't attack you. Careful, the Order didn't do this, but I can make sure they do the next one. Oof. I am an Earth Director agent, and when we seek catastrophe, we must lend aid. I saw the state you're in and thought I'd offer. Actually, I like that. I am Earth Director agent, and when we see catastrophe, we must lend aid.
A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else.
The Order sent me as a gesture of goodwill. They didn't attack you.
Yeah? Well, what exactly makes you so sure of that?
Because the Order Abbot sent me as an emissary to convince you.
Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what?
He wants you to contact your superiors to make sure things don't heat up or escalate. So if it wasn't the Order, you have a new enemy. You have a new enemy taking out your people, yeah.
Maybe. I suppose it's possible. But even if I believe you, what by law do you think I can do about it?
Get the word out that it wasn't the order and you've got a new threat to deal with. Be a professional and report the development to your superiors. Yeah, get the word out that it wasn't the order and that you've got a new threat to deal with.
Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing, just letting her know that the order says it wasn't them that slaughtered my men? Also, there's some new nameless, faceless, seriously cutthroat competitors trying to frame the order, so we go back to killing each other.
Alright, point taken. So how can I convince you that the order didn't do this? Okay, if you won't help me yet, maybe I'll help you. You've got quite the mess.
Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you as someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. And normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me.
And you'd like my help with those? Yeah, and you'd like my help with
Cut down
those?
the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you. See? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side.
Really? All it'll take is some bits to solve the issue. What kind of jobs do you need done?
That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning.
My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it. Her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn autodocs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the autodocs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message.
Alright, that's an option. You said you need a whole mess done. What else you got?
There's been a murder at one of our forts. That trooper's accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for.
Alright, that's an option. What else you got?
This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old head-munching mantisaur. Anyways,
Interesting.
some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message.
Fair enough. I'm off to make that happen.
Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
Even standing amidst the smoldering ruins of this outpost, the bleeding bodies of his comrades, this fellow thinks only of profit. Auntie's choice is truly odious.
Right?
Auntie's choice is the best.
Better than up, down, up, down. Just like the inconsistent profit margins of our competitors. Campson, think I can't...
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
Okay. Guess that's just a sightseeing thing. Oop. Wait, what? Why did it change directions? That's weird. Well, guess that won't work.
You lost, stranger? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti?
Actually, I'm Earth Directorate agent.
Really? An Earth Directorate agent? I have no idea what that is, but okay. Me? I'm a Sprat Trapper. Cute little things, but their tallow and hides fetch a high price. Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots on a given day. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow.
The taxidermist back in Matriarch's Mercy wants some fresh Sprat corpses.
Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal customer. Very particular about his sprats. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat.
What do you take me for? I was promised quality goods, not inferior sprats.
Hey, these are premium sprats. But damn it, I can't have anyone spreading word that my sprats are inferior quality. That would follow me forever. Go on, take them. Let's just keep this between us.
Okay. Kind of feel bad because she kind of seemed like a cool character, but gotta do business the way I gotta do business. Ra-pa-pa-ya-da-da.
Hey now, that's mine.
I love how it's not stealing, but she still notices. That's funny. The question is, how do I get up there?
Constant travel can be something of a drain on one's mental fortitude. Is there anything that gives you comfort on your journeys?
Might sound a bit strange, but I've always found comfort in the smell of fuel. Reminds me of home, I guess.
Pleasant scents grant simple repose. It's true. I continue to use the same type of armor oil that I used as a junior arbiter. Essence of Lephoria.
Thought I caught a whiff of something fine and floral the other day. Can't wait to tell Val. She thought I was having a stroke.
Whoa. Very fancy place you have here.
Hey! Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch.
Then you'll be happy to hear that Durbin at Outpost Opportunities sent me to sort this out.
Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right.
You seem like you're telling the truth. Why are they accusing you?
I've absolutely no notion as to why. I've never been in no kind of trouble. I'm a good employee, I do my job, and I don't complain. And honestly, I actually like Chief Cuddy. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono. I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it.
Wow. If not you, then who else had the motive and opportunity?
I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now.
His death makes you the prime suspect, and your explanation sounds highly suspect. Tell me about it.
We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here.
Okay. So how does this line up with what he said would happen? Yeah.
It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew.
Exactly what he said would happen. Are you sure there wasn't Crabble in it? Did you tell security? Yeah, did you tell the security officer about Cuddy's allergy?
I don't have to. Cuddy told him himself. He told absolutely everybody, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere.
Is there any of the stew still around?
No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy.
Let me try talking to the security officer. Maybe I can help clear this up.
He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand.
Oh, please. Even I know Auntie's Choice would never keep a live Mantisaur in their midst. Surely they saw my approach and chose to stage this.
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your...
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's Choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
Your superior at Outpost Opportunities sent me to help you with a murder investigation.
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
I've made enough courses that I have a special kind of insight on the dead. Woof. All of Auntie's doctors are slammed with wounded, so I'm the best you've got. Got some kind of insight on the dead.
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk?
No, your suspect makes it sound like Cuddy may have died from his allergies.
What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Maybe. Austin said he's gonna try and get a ride. So
you don't know what time or anything?
No, I'll ask him when I'm working today.
Okay. Oh, I didn't get your shirt washed.
I'm already wearing them. Might as well just go in.
Well, tonight, put it in the mudroom so I can wash it.
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned Sisty stew. Stew that I can... Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Did you say Crabble?
Yes, apparently everyone knew he was allergic to Crabble meat.
Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head.
So you poisoned him with Crabble. What's that got to do with him eating Crabble? Yeah.
Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned Crabble stock.
Then you were the one who really killed him. You knew he was allergic and added Crabble stock to the stew anyways.
What? No. It was an accident. Nobody would have... At least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret.
Oh no, I was just trying to get justice for Bardot. Now I've done that.
Well, no. Not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. There'd be questions, accusations, and assumptions as to who was responsible. And that's no kind of solution. And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence.
You'd really railroad an innocent person on murder charges to cover your own mistake? So Bardot is stuck in jail unless I help you keep your secret. Oh man. I'd railroad.
Absolutely.
Then absolutely not. If you'll sacrifice your own trooper, you'll certainly sacrifice me. Alright, make your offer. If I help, letting Bardot go won't be enough to cover your debt.
That's only fair. I'll both free Bardot and compensate you for your effort.
Tell me what you need.
So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything organic. Anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself,
Bruh,
but
I
my
hate
boss said
making me
she's
do
on
this.
her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body...
Yeah, I'm gonna be the one who's guilty now, huh? Do you mean one of these? And what about Bardot?
Well, then she's cleared, of course. No more questions asked. She goes free, you get bits, I get on with my life. Deal?
Seems like the last person in the universe I want to do business with. I'll pass. Alright, I can do that.
You'll find Cuddy inside the tower, but you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
So I don't have it anymore? I was hoping more mission options would pop up when I did this, but I guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly invaluable attention?
I've been sent by Durban to outpost opportunity to help solve murder. Some kind of leadership issue, yeah.
Ah, wonderful. I was hoping someone would bring some sense into this madness. You should go talk to Trooper Wentworth. I'll let him speak for himself before I start speaking for him.
Thanks, I'll be on my way.
Sure, fine. Were I you, I'd do my best not to get eaten as I was bumbling through areas I'm not meant to be in.
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up.
I may not be anti-choice, but I was sent by your commander at Outpost Opportunity.
Enemy Scrutinization Officer Durbin. What does he want with me?
You nothing. I was sent to find some kind of head mantisaur.
Ah, well, in that case, your business is with both my commander and me. But I'm being rude. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance.
The mantisaur makes clicking noises. So it's true you're seriously got a mantisaur as commanding officer? Ha! Good one for a second there. I thought you were seriously saying a mantisaur is in charge. Yeah, commanding officer.
Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper.
The mantisaur gurgles and gulps noisily.
The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here.
He said there's some kind of dispute over who's second in command is.
There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in complete charge of the fort. His orders, which I interpret as his junior officer, are executed without question.
Really? You speak mantisaur? Me too. Click, click, gurgle, gurgle, clickety clock.
You may mock, but I am sincere. I can speak as easy to him as I can you on account of my graft. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
Or you could be lying and simply pretending it's the mantisaur who's running the base.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you.
The mantisaur clicks and
I just wanted
sighs.
to make it clear to our newcomer that you
How do we know
it
it's sighs?
You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer.
It seems like someone has a morale problem. Well, this is all fascinating, but I've got other things to do literally anywhere else. Well, it seems like someone has a morale problem.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Does this have anything to do with solving your leadership problem?
Yes. I have been trying to get Durbin to relieve this duo of command for months. But the lives they've lost with this insanity finally got his attention.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that.
Alright, designer, if you're the real reason I'm here, how do we solve this?
Well, if you're competent enough for Durbin to send you, then, unlike the others, you can probably survive this fool's errand. And what better way to prove Wentworth is lying?
Others, how many haven't survived this errand?
Ah, just rumors and conjecture. The base gossip is that another team was sent to recover the pupa and never returned. But I'm sure they're just deserters. Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
So you want me to get a mutated pupa?
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa,
Appreciate the
and bring
emos
it to
coming
me
through.
here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts.
Alright, I'll see if I can find it in my travels.
To the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power.
You're certain?
I am. I've watched for patterns of behavior that would demonstrate higher communication, and they don't exist. So, catering to his will isn't going to do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose.
Yikes. Wow. You'll have to do better than simply matching his offer if you want me to choose you. That sounds like a much better option. I'll be back with a pupa. Thanks for the offer. I'll think about it. I'm using my speech.
I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
The jest is really tortured at this point, Commander. We're not actually doing this, surely? Commander?
Sorry. I have a trauma kit, potentially. Dang it. I hate when they make mountains that you can't frickin' climb down. Unrealistic bullcrap. You can climb down almost every mountain in every game, but then there's just some games that decide to have holes in the mountain so you fall through. And it makes you walk 50,000 miles around about. It's ridiculous.
You ever wonder what your life would have been like if you'd been born outside of Arcadia?
No. For the same reason I do not imagine life as the runt of a canid litter. All other systems are devoid of Arcadia's perfection. They are too.
What I mean is, everything about your life was predetermined. You never had any choices. That doesn't bother you?
I don't believe I understand. Why would I value the merits of choice when I have witnessed you, on multiple occasions, bemoaning exactly such a concept?
I don't bemoan anything. I reflect a reasonable amount. I don't expect you to understand. If you tried the same, it'd likely fry whatever two-node circuit you call a conscience.
What I know now, those thinkable thoughts have to go with the quick. Such an effortless retreat. Since that day, I thought I've fidelity are no longer strangers. The sadness that was inside you has long been I knew that I could be oh so much better again. Get the water and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Lethal measures at the...
Hey, got a distraction for you over here.
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles. Our non-protectorate neighbors find them dread for breakfast. Fillers, rectangles, batter known as waffles. That will rise chaos. Start your day dutifully with tribute pancakes. The sensible, circular, subdued breakfast food. Tribute pancakes, just like the matriarch used to eat. Intriguing items, engagingly described. Here's one you're absolutely sure
With exposed uranium, as you gain uranium exposure, your max toxicity is decreased, reducing your ability to use a medical inhaler without crashing. To the doctor town. Yep.
I have tried to punish.
Trigger fingers. Guns cocked at them. Let's get the signal. We're up to be refreshed. As one big family, we're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter. can't wait to revitalize the mind in line with what we are told. Told is the one truth, no need for more proof. You know exactly what to do. There was not refused You guys couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about. Not walking this off. Get me back up.
I have literally survived because this gun is so good.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Stomping out ideas, reporting on your peers, support the sovereign's vision, no need for your decision. And so we're finally free and we're feeling proud, now that we can hold the least signal.
Yeah, I do have food, but for some reason it's not letting me eat. Uh-oh.
Ready to dispense judgment. Let me know when you need a distraction.
I'm not eating another one of those so soon. Why don't you just cook food now then?
Acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Dear neighbors, gather round the wireless for this multi-part chat with a man possessing a commanding yet comforting vocal timbre. Emery Thoreau. More
Oh, yeah, I have a draw bucket. That is surprising.
Not quite his right hand, Prudence. His firm hand. I enforce his benevolence.
And you enforce it so faithfully. I'm sure I speak for all subjects when I say thank you for your service. It must be such a burden.
Not at all. I have helped from the Sentinels, of course. All subjects rest easy knowing these agents walk hidden among us, forever vigilant for despoiling their perfect life. I have bestowed them the authority to serve and protect all faithful subjects. Only wrongdoers have anything to fear. Thus, my Sentinels free me to fulfill my own purpose.
A purpose we've kept you from overlong. Thank you for inspiring us, Consul. Before you go, might I ask you to sing a bit of Gloria Arcadia in your wonderful baritone?
No. I know full well what would happen if I broke into song. I will only be torturing the sovereign subjects.
Oh, and there he goes. The Consul has just walked out of the studio. But fret not, neighbors. You will hear his inspiring voice on these airwaves again. Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
20, is 27 the best? Yeah, 16. have ammo on like anything at all. I guess I can go melee.
Prosecuting!
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Prudence dictates, sit back and leave the thinking to us. This is everyone's neighbor, Prudence, on Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Fellow subjects, pardon my momentary pontification on the subject of jealousy. It is an alien concept for us in Protectorate. Jealousy is a tangible thing for our enemies. Consider going in
Alright, well, we're gonna go melee because I'm running out of everything and everything. It's just ridiculous.
Your vitals look grim, Commander. I despise asking for aid.
Oh. No! You kidding me? As soon as that was loaded, I would have made it out. You try hard, stupid game. Ugh! I just hate that we have to go back to towns every 5 freaking seconds. Because now we're gonna have to... That's not where. Where's this stupid city? There it is. Because we need ammo and we need friggin' I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Appreciate y'all being here, lurking.
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Fellow subjects, pardon my momentary pontification on the subject of jealousy. It is an alien concept for us in the Protectorate, where we want for nothing. Yet jealousy is a tangible thing for our enemies. Consider Guardian Estates, where wayward Protectorate subjects have turned on their neighbors, squabbling for
Wow.
other scraps. Take heart.
Weezer back.
Their lives are empty and short. Even our enemies despise.
Arcadia shall ever
Store.
Don't tell me you're one of those drones from anti-system.
Where is the store? Oh yeah, I think she sells ammo.
Step right up. My merchandise is only getting better with age. Except for the rotten foodstuffs. Pay those no mind. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day? Idle browsers will be escorted from the premises.
Oh, you don't have nothing. What the heck? Ooh. Hang on, we'll hold on to that. Oh wait, that's only 15%, and that's 20. Hmm.
You haven't seen my landmine supplier, have you? I hope he hasn't blown it. Kill me! And him if he doesn't show soon. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day?
I actually did the shop stuff too. That's so unfortunate. She don't have anything for me to buy. There's got to be an actual shop here somewhere.
Where do we go now?
We're not going anywhere. Not on the basis of some... Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me.
Earth Directorate, Commander D's, and you are?
May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
Okay, that's a lot of words. Helpful troublemaker is a noble calling. You don't care much for the Order, do you? Where did all these people come from? You're a bit different from the anti... Yeah, you're a bit different from most Auntie's Choice I've met.
I was once considered quite the up-and-comer in the Department of Invasive Marketing. Looked down on all the bottom-rungers and have-nots. Then I came here and became one. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance. I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
Okay. Oh, what was that you mentioned about exclusion zone? How are things around camp? Exclusion zone.
The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
The Order's predictions must have been especially foreboding. I'm sure the order has your safety in mind. Maybe you should respect the rules of the people looking after you. You're right. It makes sense. The order's predictions must have been especially foreboding.
Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrator's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrator Daggerwall, but you, maybe you'll have better luck.
What makes you think the administrator would listen to me?
Even the Order, for all of their logical ways, value an outside perspective. And because I've run out of options.
Being for anti-choice, you'll understand if I ask about a reward. I'll try. I'm gonna say I'll have to ask about a reward, because now that I've got this savings account, what is it called? Flaw? Yeah, as long as I got this savings account flaw, I need to get as much money as I can, because I'm barely gonna get any at all.
I got a pretty fancy gun I was issued back when I was a rising
Now
star.
that is even better.
Side with us, and it's yours. Even
Okay.
throw a healthy amount of bits for your troubles.
Nice. Like to hear it. Give it a
Hey,
try.
stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building. Probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Hmm.
What happened to this place?
Ah, here you are.
Recall, as I stated earlier, my attention is 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced. I haven't any time for idle chatter, but I suppose I can carve out a moment for urgent business.
Wait, oh, so she's not, she don't sell ammo.
Such a wonderful introduction, Prudence. She truly is everyone's perfect neighbor.
Do I need to go to another planet to buy?
I fulfill my assigned duty, tirelessly nurturing our perfect system, but its health depends on you as well. A true neighbor does whatever it takes to keep their community free of insidious elements that would harm the whole.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Barney designed, right? Using the tracking algorithm, never misses. Even for him.
I'd give my 10-year for an hour alone with it and a Mantisaur at 2 clicks.
So on we go. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your
These might
mind
work.
meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Hang on a second. I need to figure out what weapons I'm using. Alright. So, triple barrel shotgun. So we need shells. We could get plasma. I guess shells and plasma. Ooh. Did I buy the right thing? So what I'm using right now uses large. But this one uses small. Okay. So then I'll also grab a small. And that'll be all my money. So. Oh. Maybe not. The other thing I did not think to get is these. And they're way too expensive. Oof. Okay, shells. Yeah, we'll sell this one. Oh wait, no. This one.
List of life-giving opportunities goes on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy wrapped at dawn. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath
Okay.
and every smile,
Short
every
rounds.
step in every mile contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole.
That's got electric on it though. I'm not getting rid of that.
It's an honor and a gift. What I wish for all who live.
Compact rounds.
To die
30 times 3. And 32 times 3. Really? So this one's better.
Solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
It's just it's a big. There's more in the magazine. I guess I won't necessarily get rid of that then. Actually, you know what? This wasn't working very well. I'm getting rid of it. It may be stronger, but I couldn't get it to really do proper. Long rounds. Okay. Biomass. It's just the one. That's on the shock rod. Sprocket. I think everything is to where it should be. Yeah. Hey. Oh yeah, I forgot we could do it like this. I wonder where I get that from.
Let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Neither backaches, nor muscle aches, nor plasma weapon cauterizations will stay thee from thine appointed tasks. When duty calls, call on Matriarch's own Mercy Oxymorphone. It's the pain subjugator.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the Sovereign.
I don't think there's any of the stuff that we need in Breakdown. Oh! Wait, no, that's a grenade. I thought that was the inhaler charge. 6:30, yeah, I'm not even close, so. Yeah, I don't know. I really sabotaged us pretty badly.
When I asked the seer for medical specialists, a plumber was not what I had in mind. Trust in the Order to think outside of the box. Take this. On behalf
Dang
of the
it.
Order and the displaced,
I literally just went to him.
will there be anything else?
Could use some healing. That's what I came here for. But now I feel like I just messed up other missions.
I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time and skill. We're short on everything, I'm afraid, including generosity.
Sure, why not?
Many thanks. Now, hold still. You might experience some momentary discomfort. Right as rain. Now, will there be anything else? My supplies are running low, but then again, so are my bits. Very well. Suppose I can't help anyone if I'm poor.
That was a bad sound. Oh, he sells it. That's good to know. I can't afford it, but... Alright, well... We have ammo, we just don't have heals. Here goes nothing. And this is one of the things I could use, but... Hold on a second. Why can't I compare? That's dumb. Oh yeah, there it is. I was gonna say, what do we have the most ammo in? Compact rounds.
Protectorate products. Our non-protectorate neighbors dine on dreck for breakfast. Nitrites, fillers, the rectangular fried batter known as waffles. That way lies chaos. Start your day dutifully with tribute pancakes, the sensible, circular, subdued breakfast food. Tribute pancakes, just like the matriarch used to eat. Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Another song in an expertly curated playlist picked
Give
out
the order and I'll take care of
it.
Great, dude. I freaking... Oh, I hate the choices that I've made, dude. So freaking detrimental. This is a terrible weapon. I don't know why it doesn't do any damage. It's literally spitting out zeros. It's ridiculous. That was close. And that's all the food I have. If only this place had more stuff to freaking loot.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. As many recall from earlier announcements, the Vox Relay Communications Station, one of our greatest technological marvels, has initiated its long-scheduled into space for various research purposes.
Reports that some subjects have forgotten its use.
Oh, we made it through so many. Oh, if this game wasn't so freaking terrible about giving you stuff to use.
Just say when. I'm the one you need to worry about. Come at me.
Dumb piece of crap. Dude, this game is making me so angry. There is no reason to have made a flaw that... I get it. I'm gonna get the money back. It's eventual. But that is so freaking ridiculous, dude. Like, I literally can't even play the game correctly now because I can't afford freaking anything. Such a dumb idea. Why did I ever click that stupid flaw? Maybe I'll get something from this bounty, even if it's gonna be, you know, cut in to 25%. At least maybe I'll be able to afford some kind of meds, something.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to health?
I still don't get it, Fiona. Run me through it again.
Do I actually get 483 bits though? Alright, I want to put one into engineering, and then I'll put... Hack?
The system abides, and your sovereign provides.
Eden's harvests remain bountiful, buoying us with nutrition far superior to the abysmal slurry consumed by our base
All right.
enemies. Subjects, fill your bellies to maintain your stamina. Thus,
by calculating the position of every atom of resource, we can predict the future.
On to other matters.
Ah,
Next up, serve the greater good at a brisk
it gives me 2 charges, huh?
true adherence zeal.
Pretty nice. I didn't know I could do that. Let's keep that in mind. It's all the heals I see, right? Oh wait, no, that's another one. But then how much did your thing
The
cost?
savior of medicine returns. How can I be of service? My supplies are running low. But then again, so are my bits. Very well. Suppose I can't help anyone if I'm poor.
Yeah, but then this 175. Now, how do I get back to what what that was? Where's
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you?
How did you know she sent me?
Mathematical predictions always keep us one step ahead. My latest augury noted that a stranger would come bearing an inconvenient message. This is about the exclusion zone, correct?
Voice of the displaced wants to resettle her people.
Or that it only that simple, but she ignores essential variables of the equation. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
Well, you warned them, right? You can't save every fallen Pateri? I don't know. She seems ready to accept responsibility for her actions. Precisely how is the exclusion zone dangerous? So they're unstoppable force and you're an immovable object. Maybe they consider this certain peril. Precisely how is that exclusion zone dangerous?
We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator,
Appreciate the
having earned
emos
the
coming
confidence
through.
of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold.
Where would I even begin? If you believe both sides will listen, then I'm in. Still haven't heard anything about compensation. Where would I even begin?
The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started?
What can you tell me about the voice of the displaced earlier? What can you tell me?
claim she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. But you already knew that.
Really? You said I was foretold? How does that work?
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here.
So if I learn everyone's concerns, I'll earn enough trust to resolve this dispute?
According to predictions, yes. Or at least, my interpretation of them. I am reasonably certain. More than usual, in fact. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them. Form your own opinion. And when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
Okay.
What happened to this place? Where do we go now? Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict with an 8.23 margin of error.
Please keep your behavior within acceptance.
Stranger.
How are things around camp?
Vexing. We're at the mercy of the Order, and the Order is at the mercy of their predictions. Not to insult our gracious hosts, but these people don't wipe themselves unless an equation tells them to.
The topic of corporatist invaders. That scourge of self-indulgers who would push their unwholesome is no cause for disquieting thoughts. This desperate invasion.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings. Talk about close quarters.
Just be grateful for what you have.
Sorry, I'm all out of throat lozenges. I'll try not to sneeze on you, but no promises.
Now you know all you need to know.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's chosen.
I just had a thought. I'm really not too close. Sadly, though it seems my
Wish. Between the invaders, the Order defecting, there's no putting this rat back into the camp.
What happened to this place? Matriarch's mercy is no safer from the trenches.
Oh, look on the bright side.
Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
Novice, you mentioned you had a good experience with order predictions.
I'll say, I try not to make any big plans until I consult my latest POP. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rollo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one. As a laugh, everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
Could just be a coincidence, couldn't it?
Sure, but I've had 9 POPs so far, and at least 3 times, something similar happened. Avoided drowning in a culvert, sidestepped my mantisaur allergy. Forget the other. Things like that just illustrate the fragile nature of human existence, especially here in Golden Ridge. My co-occupant Ike had a POP done. I told him avoid liquids for 48 hours. He ignored it. Later got drunk, passed out, drowned face first in a puddle of water.
Woof. So you'd say the order predictions have helped you? How accurate their forecasts just seem... So you'd say the order's predictions have helped you?
You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
Oh. Administrant Agrawal. Here to finally hash this out, are you? Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our
Esteemed,
situation
huh?
in the hope that
I
we
got
will
an
finally
upgrade.
close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
Ready to go if you are. Remind me again what the whole argument's about. I'm not fully convinced that I should be in this position, but yeah, I'm ready to begin if you are.
Speaking as a representative of the Order, we will abide by the Mediator's decision if you do the same.
Agreed.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands.
I'd like to discuss what I found out about the Order's side.
Speak on them.
Rolanast has taught me a bit about the Order's predictions and their usefulness. I spoke to Orendonly about her support for the displaced. Provisioner Plotnik informed me about Order's efforts. I think I'll be able to do all of them, right? Let's start with Rolo.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
Rolo seemed convinced they should be followed. He said they weren't always accurate, but he was too scared to ignore them. Seems to me like the Order wastes... Yeah, he said they weren't always accurate, but he was too scared to ignore them.
But our predictions are given to inform and protect, not to frighten. Forgive me. I do not mean to disrupt.
I spoke to, Orderly about the displaced.
You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
She's out of touch with people's actual needs, but then again, so is the Order. She values education, but I find her methods questionable. She means well. Complex mathematics can be useful, even to the displaced, I think.
Mathematics is the hidden language of the universe which unites us all. The closer we come to understanding it, the closer we come to true understanding.
Haven't heard that much sugarcoating outside of an anti-suppository ad. But fine. Whatever you say.
And Provisioner Plotnik informed me about the Order's efforts.
You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Provisioner seems committed to ensuring the displaced want for nothing. The Provisioner's work is highly valued. She's a credit to the Order. She keeps Matriarch Mercy supplied, except for critical space and building supplies. Yes.
If the Provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being.
Talk about the displaced. You heard about this business with the Sub Rosa altercations?
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire Sub Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
Overcrowding leads to frustration. Minor issues get amplified in unproductive ways. The displaced are pinned in like animals. No surprise they're lashing out like them. It won't. The Order should work to prevent... Okay, yeah. Overcrowding leads to frustration. Minor issues get amplified in unproductive ways.
Unproductive is one thing. Paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is... Well, I'm at a loss for an applicative metaphor to describe it.
I spoke to the camp doctor about the health situation here. I found evidence of a collapsed structure. Yeah, okay, I spoke to the camp doctor about the situation of health
I understand you were
here.
crucial in securing additional medical personnel for Matriarch's Mercy. Thank you.
Yeah, much appreciated.
I was gonna get more,
Above
but...
and beyond. Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
He has meds to treat... Alright. His meds to treat sickness, but he can't cure overcrowding. Dr. Beardsley needs more resources, not more space. Well, you have people living on top of each other, which is a public health disaster. Yeah.
We have ample room to space people out more, but only if we utilize the exclusion zone.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns.
Found evidence of a collapsed structure.
Collapsed? But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure. More of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty.
Refugees shouldn't have to build in these conditions. These huts are crashing down. Fault lies with the displaced. No. The huts are crashing down.
People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established order construction guidelines. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
I rule for the displaced. Their needs outweigh the danger. The exclusion zone is theirs. I rule with the order. They predict disaster, and I won't risk the lives of the displaced. I have no business making life or death decisions on anyone's behalf. I rule for no one. Look, for the record, all of this is ridiculous. I rule for the displaced. Their needs outweigh the danger. Yep.
Well, if this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain. Though it goes against my very nature. Please,
Predictions.
be safe. That's all I ask.
Not to
Excuse me, predictions don't mean anything.
Problem now. You stay out of trouble. We'll try and do the same.
Ooh, appreciate the gun. Yeah. Alright. Supper is ready, and then I gotta go to work. So that is it for us for today. I will probably be getting back on after work, depending on how late I get back. The hope is to get back on, though. I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out, lurking. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for spending the time in this TiVo stream today. I appreciate you and everything you do. And I will see all of you, hopefully later. I'm going to give the raid to Danny Bartok. I see him right at the top. It's easy. Easy done. I'm going to be lurking, but I won't be in there because I got to go eat. So, hope you all have an incredible rest of your night, day, evening, morning. I appreciate each and every one of you being here, hanging out, lurking. And I will see you all, hopefully later, if not soon. Appreciate y'all.
Celebrate the good one.